Good morning, everybody. Oh, I got my camera way off somewhere. Hold on here. Good morning. Man, I was looking for gold, not gold. Forget gold, man. I was looking for oil. Came out of the box, came back in, man. I wanted that thing to go. Give me a chance. And it didn't. At least not yet. All right. So we got the RTY way up at the high of its box and the high of the day and all that good stuff. But it's all by itself doing that. The rest are down inside their little boxes and stuff. So I'm not too confident on that RTY running out of the box and going anywhere. Plus, oh shit, there we go. God dang it. Plus, we got the prior day close literally right above it. Oof. Yeah. It's coming out of the box though. Yeah. RTY is coming out of the box right there. That's normally a trade for me when it comes right out of the box, but yeah, I don't like where it's going. There's not much money there before it gets there. And I don't like the rest of them. The rest of them are all below. The YM is being held up by the prior day close inside the box, which is frustrating. So good morning, everybody. We shall see. And there we go. Look at that. See, now it's coming back in. There appears to be some optimism this morning for whatever reason. I guess about this Strait of Hormuz situation or whatever, because oil has already pierced its low since it's been open, low of the day at 85.45. So if oil prices keep going down, there's optimism there. That's for sure. All the markets since the open have created new highs. Since they're open, have created new highs. All the markets that I follow, ES, RTY, YM, NQ. So the problem is they're all coming into static lines. The YM right here, see, so this is what I'm talking about. The YM is stuck at the prior day close inside its box. It's stuck below it, and it's stuck between the mid band and there. Look at that. So it rolled up, hit there, came down the mid band, rolled up, hit there, coming down like so. Again, I have found, I've said this before, but I have found that if I just wait a while, usually after 10 o'clock, everybody starts, meaning these equities, they all start agreeing with each other and they all start setting up some good patterns. The other thing is, this is my opinion. Again, this is all just my opinion. But the longer we wait in the day, in the morning, I believe that the likelihood of outside noise, meaning outside news, shrinks. Outside news being the stuff being spewed about the war. All these talking heads that are on these news channels, they want to hit the news and tell you about stuff, in the morning and get it all out, whatever. So I find that's been a part of our problems, part of my problems in the morning. That's part of my problems in the morning, is just getting into a trade and then somebody says something stupid and wham, all of a sudden price jumps one way or the other. I have no idea what happened. My charts are working fine. I have no idea what happened. My charts are working fine. And then all of a sudden the live stream disappeared. It doesn't matter right now because I'm not looking to take any trades, but Jesus, the hell. Sorry about that. I don't understand. My charts are working fine. My data's working. Oh no. Oh no. So NQ poked its head out of the box and went straight back in. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Well, that's rather interesting. NQ just took off on us. Didn't give me any place to enter. Didn't give me any place to enter. That's frustrating. It just reached right out and came back and went the other way. I would have preferred it to cross over, sit on the top, and go up. Yeah, ES is going through the high. Yep. The NQ is lagging way behind everybody else. And it just didn't give me an entry. All right, so just waiting. Just waiting. Something will set up. This just ran away on us. I mean, I can't. This just ran away on us. That's okay. I'm waiting for them to snap this back, preferably on top of the mid band. At the same time, the ES and the RTY hit either the top of the prior day close or the top of their boxes, and we can get a rejection long. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. If that sets up. Yeah. Ian, you're saying the same thing as me. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm kind of looking for those two things to agree with each other. So let me just kind of bring this in and show everybody what I'm talking about that Ian was pointing out right here. If this can come sit right here at the same time that this comes and sits right here, we might be looking for a long. Our problem still at this point in time is that YM is stuck. I mean, it is just stuck underneath the prior day close. That has been some fighting right there. Look at all that fighting. All right, they're both there at the same time. That's a good sign. Hold on here. Oh shoot, what did I do? Hold on here. I got to have my right ATM in there. Jesus. Look at GC to the tick. I mean, ES to the tick, the top of that box. Is that not just insane? Come back a little more. Come on, everybody come back. Come back and build up some more energy. I don't want a big candle. There we go. Now we got the 10 o'clock hour right now hitting also, so we're going to get a little herky jerkiness on a 10 o'clock candle. I'm going to have my order there in case we roll up. This is looking to roll up. This may roll up with it. Again, I'm not excited about that freaking YM being stuck below the prior day close. That is very frustrating because everybody else is trying to go long. So let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yep. Damn. Well, that sucked. Well, that candle's acting all stupid. What the hell's the problem? I don't know if that was news or what. That candle's acting all stupid. Huh. Oh, Jesus. The ES is still sitting on top of that box, man. I don't know. Man, do I take a chance? I think I'm going to take a chance. I think I'm going to take a chance that we pivot back up off the low. They keep buying it back up. See that? They keep buying it back up. back up to go outside that box. And that's why we take the break of the candle and not the spot. This is going to be frustrating if the YM actually wins this battle because of that prior day close. And all the other three instruments are going the wrong way. This is going to be frustrating if that's what plays out. Come on, go. Come on, ES. Don't go back on me. Come on, let's go. We need a big candle here. Sometime right now would be a good time to have one. Good big candle. Come on, big green candle. Let's go. Come on. We really need that YM to start moving. It's killing me. Come on, ES, run. There you go. Come on now, go. No, I know. Come back and test. That'll be fine. And then go. Then go. Then go. Then go. There you go. Then go. Come on. Then go. Test and go. Let's go. Come on. There you go. Just want to clean out those stops before it runs up. Okay, I'm fine with that. As long as it's not mine. Put some energy behind it now. What the frick? I'm sitting here staring at this YM and it just won't go. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. Yep. Come on. I'm done until this YM makes up its freaking mind. There it is again. See, it just keeps coming and getting stuck. And these two right here won't move without it. God dang. What is wrong with the Dow? I mean, it is just crazy. It is stuck in between its mid band and its prior day close. And everybody else is off trying to create longs. And they're getting stuck because of this. I'm telling you. All right. Mm-hmm. The YM is just totally freaking stuck. It's gonna have to decide what it's gonna do, in my opinion, before the rest of these instruments start moving a little more smoothly. I mean, they're trying to go long. You can see that in the ES and the NQ. They're trying to go long, but they just can't get any motivation. Can't get any backing because this frickin' YM keeps rolling over. Yeah. Let's see there. 1, 2, 3, 4 lower highs up here when it ran to here. And that's why this mid band didn't hold. Each one of these highs is, I mean, there's 4. 1, 2, 3. This is the first, and they created that pattern. And then when they pushed it down, boom, back through it. Oh my God, the YM decided to do something. Excellent. It's finally doing something. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to run through the high, but that's okay. At least it's doing something.
Dennis.
And it's dragging the rest of the market with it. I mean, Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Yeah, it is American Patriot. I see that. I see that. Well, until YM does something, we're going to be stuck in a quagmire. That's all right. I've said before, it's after 10. Lately, it's been like like I said this yesterday in my video, it's been like 10:20, all the way like 10:45 when the market finally, when everybody all starts doing the same damn thing. Today, our nemesis is clearly the YM. it is just stuck. So until it unstucks itself, unsticks itself, whatever you want to call it, until it does that, I'm not donating any more money to its cause. I mean, this right here is the exact stuff we need to stay out of. Excuse me. I feel like we're having July trading, my most hated time to trade, July. That's what it feels like right now because of this. It's the NQ is just, not the NQ, the YM is just not cooperating today for whatever reason. And, it had a nice run up this morning. And then it just got stuck at the close, the prior day close. It is like it is literally like getting punched in the face over and over again. That's crazy. The RTY is off and running. I actually took that trade, and then my ATM put me at even, and it came back down and knocked me out, and then rolled up. Y'all know how that works, right? That's the RTY at least did do something this morning. It said, "I'm going without you guys." Had a nice, beautiful setup. It was crossover. Test of the top of the prior day close long. Come on, man. I can't let that go by. But it stalled, and that's why it came back and knocked out my stop loss. And I know why it stalled. It stalled because of this. All right. It's all right. It's all about patience. Something will happen. Something will set up. Something will set up and it'll all be good. I'll be right back, guys. It is amazing the energy that the Tao that the market makers are putting into holding the Dow below the close of Friday. It is amazing the energy they're putting in here to do that. I'm just dumbfounded. I am literally dumbfounded by the amount of energy that they're putting into holding that price down below the close. Yeah, gold moved, didn't it? No, why am I looking there? There we go. I mean, what's the commitment to that? I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, there's a huge amount of commitment to keeping that price below the prior day close. Uh well, that's a tough question, Jamie. Let me keep trading for a minute. Don't, and you can ask me that again later. Let me just keep focused on the charts for right now, because there's pros and cons of both. God dang, come on, market. Let's get going. All right, again. I mean, now we're at 1027. You know, this is kind of consistent because I don't have a direction on anything really. And we're after 1020. And I mean, this is pretty much how all last week went. Today, our nemesis has been the YM. It does not want to move. And that doesn't mean that the others don't move, but the problem is the others don't have follow through in the moves for the risk reward that we're looking for, because this one's not moving. It's stuck. None of the other charts look like this. The RTY, I showed it to you. It went off the prior day close and ran up. The NQ has been through the bottom of the box, back across the mid band. I mean, it's moving around. This one is not doing anything. inside candle at the bottom of the box, NQ. Just going to see if they bounce it off the bottom of the box. I don't expect them to, but you never know. And no. Jesus. All right. Oh, shoot. Oh, shit. Are you going to do that? So the ES is trying to go long right now. It's sitting on its 5-minute red line. It is 10:30, so I mean it's going to battle that area pretty hard. The YM is there, so maybe they'll both start pushing long for a bit. It's kind of what I'm looking at. See, that's starting to hold right there. That started to hold right there. Hold on here. I got the wrong ATM in here, of course. Now it's pushing down now. God dang it. All right, so the YM came out of its box by a tick and crossed the box. That's what we got there. So that was just an absolutely ugly rotation. Just beautiful, just freaking horrible looking. Absolutely freaking horrible. Oh shit. I was going to do that. Just need you to keep rolling up. Keep rolling up. Keep rolling up. Keep rolling up off the bottom of the box. Come on, keep rolling up. Let's go. Come on. Keep going. Don't roll over. Get some energy. You were the one we've been sitting here waiting on all freaking day. Now move. Ah, you freaking bitch. Yeah, it's probably going to roll up now. Sure it will, because I'm not in it anymore. All right, I'm going to W pattern this if it does it. Mm. All right. Let's see if I can W pattern this. Come on. Come down a little more. Give me a consolidation candle. Let's go up. All right, here we go. There we go. Smaller candle. We just, all right, stay. And then I'm going to look for a long. Stay. Ooh. Well, I'll be damned. So far, no good. God, these things are just so compressed today. All right. Oil. I might be looking for it off the mid band here. 1 minute gold line at the same time. That would be nice. It's got to hold this blue line, though. If it doesn't hold that blue line, I'm not taking an entry. Yeah, it's very choppy this morning, William. None of the equities are. RTY still trying to go long while everybody else is trying to go short now. Jesus. Just. There's a GC short right here off the 1 minute gold line. It crossed over. It would be taking it short right here. I just kind of have GC on a band list for a while. It's too busy stealing my money. There it is. It'll work because I didn't take it. It'll definitely work because I didn't take it. Everybody knows that. There it goes. See? I didn't take it, so it works. See? See that? See how that worked? See how that worked? Excuse me. God dang, these rotations are so freaking small. I see that, Patriot. I bailed on that. Obviously, that was a mistake, at least so far. I bailed on it because I had two candles that closed below that freaking mid band. But that 9 EMA is trying hard. And then like even this rotation right here, that should go right to there. But it's sure taking its sweet ass time if that's what it's going to do. Sure taking its sweet ass time. Yeah, that's true, Alex. It didn't give us a tradable event here though. It might. I'm excited. I'm not in that thing anymore. Jesus, it'll roll over. But it's going to take all that stress to get to where it's going. It's going to stress you out to do it. Jesus. All right. Well, there we go. We had some news again. We had some news again. Jesus. Some random news. Gold dumped right to the prior day close. Prior day open, overnight open, all that, right to there and rolled right back up. Jesus. Once again, another news related spew by somebody. Who knows? Apparently not good news because oil spiked up and equity spiked down. So apparently not good news. And these candles are just ridiculously large now. So I've got to wait. I foresee trading getting much better when this darn war is over with. I honestly believe, and I've said this before, that I think a lot of the sharks are staying out of the tank, specifically in the morning, because of this. Because of this. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do? What side of the market are you supposed to be on? Is that what is that what it was? And see, that's what I'm saying. So something happens and all of a sudden the market blows up, which has nothing to do with scheduled news and nothing to do with anything except it freaks out the market. And I mean, the sharks want rhythm. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. So it's predictable. That's what rhythm, if you think about it, that's what rhythm is. Rhythm creates predictability. You can't have predictability when every freaking hour they're going to say something about the war on X or Truth Social or through the media or whatever. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Well, I personally don't. I personally just not that this matters, but why would you extend the ceasefire? I mean, why would you extend it? Nothing that was agreed upon to even start the ceasefire exists. So why would you extend something that the other side of the equation's not even honoring anyways? I think the ceasefire started like a week ago, something like that. I mean, it's you know. you you create a ceasefire with an organization that hasn't told the truth in 50 years. So it's really just been kind of BS. But that's an example. These candles and what happened right there. That's an example where I'm going to I know I'm repeating myself, but that's an example of why I really just think the market's been very difficult to trade in the mornings, because you got shit like that going on that, is going to cause the market to jump either up or down based on whatever is spewed at the moment. And, if you're a trader who trades rotations and pivots and that kind of stuff, kind of like us, or, off of, let's say off of overnight opens back to highs, or if you do any of that kind of stuff, why would you be doing that when you could get 30 minutes into a trade going your way and somebody says something, the market just goes kaping? I try to trade, if I trade in the afternoons, I try to trade anywhere after, like say 12:30 to 1 o'clock p.m. 12:30, I can kind of see what rotations are happening. 1 p.m., things can keep on moving. But again, things have to have movement. But and because of that, because it is the afternoon, I predominantly focus on the NQ, because I need something that moves. So I just go back to, I traded the NQ in the pre-market, which is the reason why I'm not down so much today. I made some money in that, and the NQ in the afternoon is good also, because it's less spastic, but it still has rotations that are tradable. See, here's an example right here. This rotation came back below this box on the 1 minute gold line, all that kind of stuff. Short. That's traditionally a good setup, but it isn't for me right now, because I'm freaking sitting here scared to death that I'm going to get into a trade and then somebody's going to say, "Oh no, that was a April Fool's joke about not extending the ceasefire," and bam, the market takes off. It's like, and so in the afternoon, less of that stuff is going on. Less of that news stuff is going on. So when you see a rotation, you can be more confident. I can be more confident. Let's put it that way. I can be more confident when I take that trade. And my trading completely depends on my confidence. My trading results completely depend on my confidence in what it is I'm entering and what it is I'm doing. 100%. If I'm making any sense. Like, for example, if I have confidence in what's going on, even though I'm in here, for example, and this rolled back up, I'm not even concerned. I got my stop here. And then I move my stop here. Like, I'm not concerned. I'm not freaking out and just getting the hell out because it didn't just immediately roll over. But if I don't have confidence, it either immediately goes or it doesn't. And then I just get out and then, and then watch the trade go. And so I cannot stand this war news because, see, that's a beautiful trade. Look at that. I should be in this thing and running it down to here for $1,000, but I'm not because of this freaking bull crap. This bull crap going on in the news. Everybody just needs to shut up, sit in Pakistan, and solve the freaking problem. And don't tell me about it every freaking 3 minutes. It's going to be so pissed because that's $1,000 right there that I should be in that trade. This is one of my trades right here. This is exactly one of my trade setups, and I'm too afraid to take it because of the bullshit. And that's $1,000 bill right there. That's $1,000 bill right there. This setup is absolutely perfect. Crossed the bottom of the box, came back up, never gave up the bottom of the box, so the rotation should be down. Boom. Fuck. Yeah, I see that, Ian. All this trade is right here is this trade right here in reverse. Crossed over, sat on top, boom, boom. That's all it is. It's the same trade in reverse. I got scared out of this one, and I've gotten scared out of this one. Because of these ridiculous candles. Ah! It's just frustrating. Just frustrating. Because this is still a good time of the year to make money in the market. This isn't July. God dang it. Now I'd have my stop here. See how we created this pivot? I'd have my stop here. And still my target's right around here. Well, John, it's not doing me much good in a lot of cases. Just because, I'm missing easy stuff. But again, I don't know. I just can't. I just can't pull the trigger. If I had a $30 prop firm account, I'd be pulling the trigger. but I don't. And so I can't just pull the trigger because I see a pattern. If that makes sense. I just can't do that. I'm just when I'm the whole time I'm going to be in that trade, I'm going to be scared to freaking death that somebody else in our government or Iran's government is going to say something, and all of a sudden, we go to freaking, to the moon or to the floor in a matter of one candle. And the other thing is, so for example, this pattern right here, this should have gone a lot faster than it did. So let me bring up the third and final piece. Okay. This rotation right here, if you just pay attention to these things where you crossed over, created that space and came up to here, which then means you're going to rotate back to your most recent low, which happens to be the prior day close. That's what that rotation means. So you're going down to here. That whole scenario should have happened significantly faster than it's happening right now, which is another problem. So you've got the rotations are not working at the pace that they should. And I think it's because the big sharks that actually move the market aren't really involved right now. And so secondly, that just increases the exposure you have when you're in this damn trade, that somebody's going to say something freaking stupid. And the money you had here is now going to be gone. And you're going to have, 5 points of slippage when it runs through you. And now you're losing 50 to $100 instead of getting, $1,000 or whatever. That's if you're fortunate enough to get yourself to a pivot. There's multiple things that are a problem with the whole scenario. The mere fact that the sharks are not driving price from here to here like they normally would, that's a problem also. In a deliberate, fast pace. That's why some of the comments I'm making, I say I feel like I'm in July trading, because in July, yeah, this trade still might work, but it's going to take its time getting there. It's going to take its time getting there. The good news is, while it's taking its time, you don't have to worry about, news randomly being said to really blow up your trade. Normally, I should say. But July trading is very difficult. I don't even trade. I trade as little as possible in July. I trade a little bit more in August. And then, depending on how the price action's coming along, you just kind of trade maybe a little bit more in July. I mean, as August goes on. And your results, not your results, and your appreciation of months like September, October, and February, March, your appreciation grows drastically as you go through those months of trading that I'm talking about, because it can be difficult. Yeah, there's no orders. That's what I'm trying to say. When the sharks are in the tank, man, this scenario right here, that thing goes bam, bam. I mean, bam, bam. It doesn't meander its way like it's doing now. But right now, it's just meandering. And so, for example, so let me just point something out also. So like right now, the NQ has crossed over the overnight open and now is testing it from the top side. So, normally I'd be looking for a long here. Problem is the ES is just way out in La La Land. It has no support. It has no support in this area to go long. And the YM is in the same predicament. It has no support to go long. So if the NQ does bounce long and run, it's going to be using its own energy. And, that's going to be a struggle. So see the NQ bouncing up is pulling the ES with it. The ES just doesn't have a pattern. It's going to try. There's people buying into the NQ right here. I don't have a Discord group, Professor GPT. There is a Discord group of people that are in this room. I don't have a link to it right now. I mean, if somebody in the room has a link, they can email it to me and I'll drop it in here. I'm the only one that can put links in the videos, I think. So if there's somebody in the live stream right now that has a link to the room, I'll get that to you. My understanding is those links expire and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember. But there is a Discord group with people in it that talk about the setups, and they go out there and even talk in the afternoons as the market continues to move and blah, blah, blah. It's not my Discord, Joshua. So, I mean, I'm not an admin. I can't go grab it and send. I don't think I can. Hell, I don't know. I don't even know how to use Discord. I am a member of the group, though. Jesus. This is just painful. This is just painful. I mean, pattern-wise, this should roll up. It's stuck because of this. I mean, it's just, same shit, different hour. This again is another beautiful setup normally from here to here. Oh, no problem, Joshua. I just wish we had a better day to trade with today. The YM is what screwed the pooch for us today. It just would not agree with everybody else. And then we got stuck. And then now, we get random news telling us about the war, which has me freaking frozen. See, this pattern worked. God dang it. I'm personally just frozen right now. But that pattern worked. It should go up to here at least. It should go up to there. Its resistance area that it might run into is right there. Good, David. But see, this is another example right here that the sharks are not in the tank. I mean, this thing should have slammed up there like that. That rotation was nice, but so if you're in this trade, we broke this pivot here. Okay, so a pullback is not an unusual event, but that 9 EMA right here, your 9 EMA, which is climbing up, that has to hold, or you're done. That 9 EMA right there has to hold if you're trying to go back to this pivot right here. All right, once again, we got some more news. Somebody said something. This is what I'm talking about. Somebody said something. Because I'm looking at oil over here. It's just random candles out of nowhere just start jumping around for no reason. What is a random candle? Well, it's this right here. The YM is in a down market. It just randomly runs up 50 points. I don't think so. We're talking about the Dow here. I shop at Aldi here in my town. I love Aldi. I was there yesterday. No, I'm wrong. I was there Saturday. I was there Saturday. I was wrong. Yeah, I love Aldi's. So, this beautiful rotation that I could have taken, when this scenario happens this afternoon, I will take it. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup in the NQ. Just I need these idiots to shut up first. Let's see what happened with gold over here. I bet it didn't roll over. It almost did. It almost got there. It almost got to that area. Then it rolled up. Yep. And look at how that, so just for conversational purposes, I know I didn't take it. I got that. All right. But we blew straight through it. So we had no missed trade here. And then it came over and reset itself. And then there it goes. I mean, those are the kind of patterns that are my favorite. When it blows one direction, comes back and crosses over on the opposite side and resets itself. Because you got to remember, the sharks are looking for reasons to move price north and south, because they can only make money when price moves north and south. They can't make money when price moves east and west. So this got all the shorts leaning, boom. Then it got them excited again, and then boom. And so they're looking for places to rotate and steal the money. And so, when I'm not sitting here watching news events every freaking 5 minutes, it makes for a great pattern. Look at that. Yeah, right to the bottom. Right to the bottom. Right to the bottom to the tick. Look at that. Ian, you were correct. Right to the tick. Right to the tick. Pretty interesting. I'm going to be right back. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? And there we go again. Yeah, Ian, it does me too. That's why I'm being very selective. The afternoon I'll be able to get money if as long as this stuff stops. But I mean, they're just going to play. They're going to play media games all day. Well, all morning at least. Threatening Iran with elimination of everything they've got infrastructure wise. If this ceasefire isn't moved to peace and blah 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 blah, all that kind of stuff. It's just going to be posturing back and forth, and we're going to get shit like this: huge green candle, huge red candles, just back and forth stuff. It just I could possibly, but my problem is today is Monday, and Mondays are my worst day in my business. I mean, I've got a lot of things to do. I've got two houses in right now for quotes. I've got specifics I need on another house, and I got 3 others that I'm waiting on permitting to order the houses. And I like to get all that stuff behind me on Monday, which is going to cause me to be pretty busy today. I do have to order a house today. I have to order a house for production today. So, I don't know. I say I'm going to make money this afternoon. I just don't know if I'm going to have time, but I'm going to try to make time, specifically between 1 and 2:30. That's nice to see, though, that, I mean, we did this, bing, bing, and it blew right through that pivot. Did come back and sit on top of it, though. Notice that. See that pivot I talked about right there? We went through it and then sat on top of it right here with this candle and then went the rest of the way. It's funny shit. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I'm very sorry. Just couldn't get my rhythm today. Some patterns actually set up, but I mean, when we have things like this happening randomly in this, It's just, I don't know. And for those of you that have time invested in a prop firm, you know, you don't want to blow up an account either over stupid shit like that. Up 160, 180 on 2 PAs, over 100 on each of 4 evals. Okay. And then you blew up an eval. Okay. All right, Wayne. So you kind of had an up and down day. From what I'm reading, you had an up and down day, Wayne. Mostly up as long as you leave your PAs alone. Those are the most important things you have. All right, I'll